Well, hello everyone, it's Janice here. So it seems like it's ages since I did a video. I was away for most of January, and although I had good intentions that I was going to do something while I was away, it just didn't happen. So my apologies on that. So I'm back home, I'm in my own place now, and I thought I would just start off with another bloom. But what I wanted to do with this bloom is I wanted to just show you how, to encourage you more to experiment when you are using your white pigment paste. So I've got my mold, I've leveled it, and I've got 110 grams of my 1:1 medium viscosity resin. I've mixed it for 5 minutes, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just put it aside and I'm going to let it stand for 18 minutes. I've got a rose red and an orange alcohol ink. I've got some ocean white pigment paste, and I've got my piping bag. And I've got a little cup that I'm going to mix my white pigment in. So I want my resin to heat up now. So I set it aside. Now, obviously, I'm not going to take you through the full 18 minutes. So it's already on 7 minutes. Now, I want my resin to just heat up because that's what's going to form your bloom. So I set it aside, just let it do its thing, slowly heat up. Now, I've tried different times with my resin, and I find that the 18 minutes for the climate that we have here in South Africa and where I'm situated, 18 minutes works really well for me. On an extremely hot day, I find that I only have to let it stand for about 16 minutes. So what I'm trying to say here is you need to experiment with your own resin. In a very cold climate, you might have to take it up to 20 minutes. I don't know. So just test different times of letting your resin stand until you find that just that sweet spot where it's just starting to heat up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just use some of my resin that I've put aside just to heat up. I'm actually going to make my white pigment paste now. And then I'm going to put that into a piping bag, and I'm also just going to leave it to stand. So we're on 9 minutes now, and I'm going to take my white pigment paste, and I'm just going to put 2 drops on there. In hindsight, I wish I had put a tiny little bit more because it was a little bit milky, and I would have liked the actual blooms to have come out a little bit white, more white. And then I'm going to add 20 grams, approximately 20 grams. These little cups are small. And you're not going to need a lot of pigment paste. So, don't mix too much because it's just going to end up getting wasted. So I mix that in really well. And then I put it into the piping bag that I've got there. Now, I should have just put a tiny little bit more, and you can see it's quite milky, but it still worked out. I would have preferred it a little bit darker. But your pigment paste, remember that your pigment paste is heavy and it sinks. So you also don't want to put too much in, because if you get a blob, it's going to sink straight down. And that's what you want to try and alleviate. Okay, so I can feel that my resin is getting a little bit warmer now. I'm nearly on 18 minutes. So I'm going to switch my clock off now. And I'm going to pour my resin into my mold. So my resin has got slightly thicker now, and it's a little, it's not hot, it's just warm. So as I've put it into my mold now, what happens is my resin starts cooling down a little bit, and it starts pulling towards the center, and that's exactly what I want to happen to form my bloom. So I'm just removing a few little air bubbles. I've got my white pigment paste now in my bag, and I'm now going to add my alcohol inks. For some reason I was battling to actually get nice little drops out of my bottle. I think it's just because it was standing for so long. I did shake them, but obviously not quite enough. Sorry, there's a little bit of background noise. It's just the gardener raking, so please excuse it. I'm sorry. There just never seems to be a really quiet moment around here. And then I just blended it in a little bit using my silicone stick. You don't want to use anything hard that's going to scratch your mold. So these are perfect to use. And then I just snip the tip of my bag. Didn't take a lot off. It's just a tiny little bit at the end of the piping bag. And I started to apply my white pigment in sort of a grid pattern. Now this is where I'm saying, you know what, just experiment, because sometimes you think it's not going to work out and you just want to try something different. But unless you try it, you're going to never know. So just, explore, just randomly try different things. You'll be so surprised at how things do turn out. And I had my doubts with this, but I was actually quite surprised. So you can see as I'm doing that, I'm sometimes getting a bit of a blob where I start my line. Now you don't want blobs, so after I've laid everything out, I'm going to just take my silicone pen again, and I'm going to just pull those blobs out and try and thin them a little bit. Otherwise, they're going to definitely sink, and then you're going to have these big blobs on the other side when you demold. So you can see I'm just pulling them out. And then I just took my pen again and I started doing a swirling motion. And so my resin's going to start pulling towards the center now, and that's going to start forming my bloom. So I did put the camera onto hyperlapse, just so you can see what happens. And then I just covered it and I left it overnight to cure. So this is the next day. It was cured, and I'm sorry I forgot to switch my phone on, my camera on, and I had started to pour. But I've got 110 grams of resin, of which I mixed a little bit of my black mica powder into it. And then this is like it's a chrome kind of interference powder. And I wanted to add a little bit into my black to see what would happen. And it's kind of made it go kind of more like a steel gray. There is a shimmer in it. In hindsight, I wasn't 100% keen on it. You'll see at the end. But so I just continued to pour it. I used my heat gun just to pop any bubbles. And I also left it overnight to cure. I do think if it was a little bit darker and it was sort of the black, you would have seen the petals a little bit better. But yeah, I wasn't 100% happy how the back dried, but at some point I'll probably just do another layer over that and just finish it off nicely. So this is the next day, and you can see it. I don't know, I just wasn't 100% happy with it, but yeah, it's always fixable. So at some point I might just do a back in, just pour another thin layer over that. But I wasn't too, it came out quite nicely. I would have liked the white to have been a little bit darker. You can see a little bit of a sparkle in the background. But that was the end result. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.